Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Now, I know I've been pretty negative about Modern Warfare. I've been going in on Infinity Ward with my latest videos, and in this video, I want to change that up because there are certain aspects to Modern Warfare that I absolutely love, I'm addicted to, that I think are genuinely so beautiful. So today, I want to talk about perhaps the best thing about Modern Warfare, and that is the gunsmith. Before the game came out, when I heard that we could have like 30 to 80 attachments on every single weapon, I got a little nervous because when you provide that many options for players, like pick 10 systems in the past, people would generally just choose their favorite setup and just go with that 100% of the time, which kind of eliminates the real need to having so many different options. So one of my worries was that there would be just objectively the best attachment setup for certain weapons, and all of these attachments would basically be useless and, not useful. Boy, was I wrong, and I am so glad to be wrong because these attachments and the gunsmith is so amazing. The reason we don't run into that problem of having the best attachment setup is because of the pros and the cons system here with the attachments. Every single attachment will help you in some way, but it'll also hurt you in some way. So this leads players to customizing certain attachments and for a specific purpose, and more importantly, for a specific playstyle. On nearly every weapon here in Modern Warfare, you can customize it to have the max aim down sight speed, but that'll probably come at a cost for recoil control. Or you can, maximize recoil control, but it's probably not going to have a good ADS speed. And there's so much more to that. It's not just that trade-off. There's so much more when it comes to like suppression and sights, and you can customize barrels and ammo types, and there's just so much creativity that you can use in order to customize your weapons. But functionally speaking, in previous Call of Duties, when you had like the AK-47, that was always your high damage, high recoil, lower-ish rate of fire weapon. So if you didn't have a playstyle that fits that gun, you would just either struggle with that gun or just not use that gun. However, here in Modern Warfare, Infinity Ward with this gunsmith is allowing you to take off the stock, to change it out, change the barrels out for a lighter barrel, to slap on a laser sight, and now you've got this really high recoil weapon, but it's a fast reactive weapon. Or you could put a suppressor on it with a laser, or with a lens sight or a sniper scope and foregrip, and you can just snipe people from across the way with low recoil AK shots. And of course, there's the conversion kit to the AK-74U. So you have so many different ways of playing with the AK-47. You have so many different ways of playing with all of these different weapons. It is endlessly replayable. I want to get all of these guns gold. I want to unlock all of these attachments and use all of these attachments because these attachments are just promoting different playstyles. It's promoting you to use these in a unique and different way. And there's basically secret hidden weapons within these attachments too. I mean, we already have 40 weapons to play with here in Modern Warfare. That is the most weapons we've had in Call of Duty for years, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, most of Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 was just DLC anyway. To have 40 weapons at the base and hidden weapons with the attachments, this is a work of art, beautiful people. It is truly breathtaking. To add on to this, when you have a weapon, maybe like the AK, or the SCAR is a better example here, a lot of people are hating on my SCAR, and I really like the SCAR, and I use the SCAR quite a bit. But I use different attachments to kind of min-max the certain aspects that I like. When I'm playing on Shoot House, sure, I'll take the stock off and put on a laser sight, and I'll treat it like an SMG or a semi-SMG AR hybrid. But if I'm playing on a larger map, I'm gonna add in different attachments to make it lower recoil with a suppressor, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 with the suppressed SCAR because that was so amazing. But underneath all of that, there is an inherent layer of balance. Now, this could be controversial, that what I'm about to say here, but I believe the base weapons are pretty decently balanced. Of course, we have the FAL, the M4. There's a little tweaks that could be made, honestly, but for the most part, these weapons balance pretty well with no attachments, and all the attachments do is allow you the flexibility to use them in different ways. It doesn't make them better, it just makes them better in certain situations. And to me, that's a really genius way of going about it, because now instead of saying, oh, the SCAR needs a recoil reduction, it's like, nah, just throw on some attachments, or, throw on this sight, or throw on the laser, and now you can change up how these weapons are balanced within the meta just by having attachments. Now, of course, I don't think the developers should just stop patching, weapon balance patches, because, there are obviously certain things that you want, and blah, blah, blah. I digress. At the end of the day, this is one of the best weapon systems we've ever had. I want to say in like shooting game history. I can't think of another game except maybe Borderlands that has this many options and this much customization out of the box. It's absolutely incredible. Now I think about it, Borderlands probably does have a wider range of different weapon types and all this stuff, but in terms of Call of Duty first-person shooter, in Call of Duty, this is a new feat, this is a new high, and it's absolutely incredible. I don't know how important this is, but I'm going to include it in the video because I remember it might have been like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 or I don't know, some game where the developers were like, now when you add the grip attachment to a weapon, it's actually going to go attached to the weapon. And I remember at the time thinking, that's kind of silly. I don't really care. So long as the gun has reduced recoil, I don't care if there's a grip actually on the weapon. But there is so much to be said about the art style and the actual look of these different attachments, because I feel like they went and they scanned all of the different attachments. I feel like they scanned and created all of these different weapons in real life in order to put them in the game. And it's beautiful just to sit there and play with it and to create these different weapons. It's amazing. So when you combine the amazing game mechanic of these attachments just tailoring to your playstyle and the beautiful art design of these attachments on your weapon, it just creates such an empathy toward your weapon. It's like that saying, was it in the army or the military? This is my rifle, there are many like it, but this one is mine. Like, you totally get that feeling. You totally understand, like, this is my attachments that I picked out for my play style, and this is my unique gun. And there's probably not any other weapon exactly on the battlefield, exactly like the gun that you created in the gunsmith. And that's so fun. That's something we've never seen in Call of Duty, and Infinity Ward, you've done just an amazing job with this. Like this, it's truly an epic feat. It's amazing. Like I said, I cannot praise this enough, because I cannot give you an appreciation for how much detail and amazing work and love went into the gunsmith. I need to point you to this different YouTube channel. He is called BuffNerdGaming, and for the past couple weeks he's been going over all of the secret weapon variants in Modern Warfare. And it's clearly obvious how much gun knowledge and weapon knowledge this guy has from the moment you watch one video. I mean, he has so much knowledge, and when you realize how much knowledge he has and you see how much he appreciates the game, you really start to appreciate how much attention to detail and love and care got put into the gunsmith. A few examples of videos on his channel: he's made the FNFAL, he's made the MP9, the L86, LSW, the RPK, obviously. There's the VKS from Ghost, an STG-77, M16, PKP. There's so much here. There's so many weapon variants, and this guy goes into it in such a detail that's just so entertaining and amazing to watch. So go check out that channel and really get your mind blown with how amazing this weapon gunsmith is. So there we go, a positive video about Modern Warfare, because credit where credit is due. This mechanic is just, it's incredible. So thank you guys so much for watching, and not to mention, thank you for 2 2,000 subscribers. I mean, this past month has been absolutely mind-blowing. 1 month, exactly 1 month after Modern Warfare is released, and I got 2,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough. I didn't even expect to hit 2,000 by the end of the year, so not even December when we've hit it. I hope I can continue to entertain you all and provide good content for you beautiful people. Speaking of amazing content, I'm going to link you directly to BuffNerdGaming's channel here on the end card screen on the left-hand side there, and on the right side, you are going to see perhaps my favorite video that I've ever created. I thought I'd share this with you specifically today just because, you know, I hit 2,000 and I want you guys to see this video because it's one of my favorite videos, and it's a really important video in terms of Infinity Ward. It's a what happened to Infinity Ward, one of my best edited videos, best videos of all time, in my opinion, on this channel. Go check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next episode of the beautiful Modern Warfare Morning. I'll catch up with you guys later, and as always, stay beautiful.